Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. I'm Mu'min Al Qasim and I will begin our project presentation for the 2D game we created called Turbolane Dash. This project was developed fully using C++ with object-oriented programming concepts. Our team followed all the required specifications, including class encapsulations, modular coding using .hpp and CPP, the use of graphics.h to visualize the final game output. Moving on to the file structure overview, our code is organized into separate header files, .hpp for declaration and source files, .cpp for implementation. Each class follows the structure defined in the UML diagram given by our lecture. We divided the project into four main tasks, which we integrated together into a complete game. Moving on to the car class, as you can see, the car class represents the main object the player controls. It has attributes like position X and Y within the height and function such as move dx to the shift the car based on an arrow key input. We also have a draw method, which is used rectangle and circle to display the car in the screen. The movement is restricted within the screen boundaries to avoid going off track. Going off to the player class. Uh, okay. N- Okay. Next, the player class tracks the game current score and the player remaining lives. Every time the player hits an obstacle, lose he lose a life is losing life is a trigger. And when a power up or a checkpoint is reached, update the score, increase the score. These values are later displayed on the screen and also used in the end result calculations. Moving on to my last part is UI class.
There you go. Just proceed.
Okay. We can't see the UI class for now. Okay. Okay. The UI class is used to render text-based information such as the current score and lives. Instead of using count, we use out text XY form graphics.h. Display these values directly in the game window. The maintains a real-time visual UI for the player. No. Moving on to member two.
So now I'm gonna talk
Oh,
about the
oh,
entities, collision, and game logic. My name is Anika, and I'll be continuing by explaining the rest of the game entities and how we integrated game logic through collision detection and object interaction. So, firstly, we'll talk about the obstacle class. The obstacle class draws a red square on the screen to represent an object the car should avoid. It is static but placed strategically along the track when the car collides with it. And the player loses one life immediately. Next one, I'm trying to explain about the power up object, which is a small blue circle and it acts as a blue bonus item. If the player touches it, the score is increased by 20. The object disappears logically after collection to avoid the duplicate scoring. The next one is checkpoint class. The checkpoint is drawn using a green rectangle and works like a milestone. Reaching a checkpoint adds 50 points and stimulates race progress. Each of the object classes also includes greater methods for position and size to help with collision detection. Lastly, the no, not the last, but the second last one is collision logic. We implemented a costume uh, check collision functions that checks overlapping of two rectangular or circular objects. This function is used multiple times in the game loop to check interaction between the car and the other objects. Boolean flags are used to ensure each object only affects the game once per run. Lastly, the race and track classes. The racetrack keeps track of elapsed game time and calculates a final scoring bonus. The track class stores the name of the theme of the park, such as Turbo Lane, Desert, or City Highway. These classes stimulates a proper game environment beyond just player and obstacles. Thank you.
Okay, next. Okay, by the way, all of these classes we have done together, combine it, and yeah, there's a game. We use also graphic.h that include WinBGIM library. So this for our game, there will show output with graphic. So here you can see the game is running. Wait, I compile. Sorry. What's going on? What's going on? Moment, can you pause for for a second? Okay. Tell me when you continue.
Yeah, I continued. Now we can start.
Done.
Yes.
All right. So this is our demonstration of our game, like when. Wait, running. Okay, so we can see the output with 2D car. I think like a bus. Okay, so I gave a short brief before I demo this game. Okay, as the car move, so you guys can see the obstacle, the rectangle, the red rectangle. If the car touch the red obstacle board, and automatically, we produce a starter life tree. So when the car hit the obstacle, it will subtract by one. So when the car hit the obstacle, our life left by two. So if it touch the blue power, the PU1 is a power up. The score will increase by 20. Every time the car hit the power up, it will increase by 20, 20, 20, something like that. So all interaction are handled through collision logic use bounding box detection. So when the player want to end the game, just press the ESC key and the game will end. And the final score will show along the screen with the time taken along time you play. So I will demonstrate like so. This I press forward and backward. Just only forward and backward from now. And when the car hits the obstacle, our life will reduce by one. So our life only left two. But when we hit the power up, our score from 0 will add by 20. So later, our game does not like this. We will improve the track and we'll put some soundtrack, I think, to make this game enjoyable. And also, I think we'll change a little bit of the car movement from backward and upward. We I want to tell, like the car is moved like this, so we can control left and right to avoid the obstacle. Because if the car moves like this, it never can avoid the obstacle. It will always hit the obstacle, and life will reduce, and we will never win the game. So, in a conclusion, I think we successfully applied the OOP, that is object-oriented programming, by designing or implementing multiple interaction classes. And like I told before, we use graphic.h that we include WinBGIM library for our D2 game to make it more visible and enjoyable. So basically, we divide this into four tasks, and Anika, Moment, and I took part and struggled to make this code. So thank you for listening. Hope,
Thank you all.
yeah. Any addition?
I would
Moment?
like to include this game is still under development, so
Yeah.
any issues or any problems, it's still not fully, but this is the project progress of our project right now. Uh, Pray for us. We can, inshallah, we can make it
Yeah,
much
inshallah.
better and
Amin.
much efficient and more enjoyable, so you could play it tomorrow, maybe. And
And
uh, and that's it for today. Thank you.
yeah, I'm sorry for